So I've got to ask, how many of you guys remember the full service gas stations? Like you would pull in, there'd be somebody out there, they would pump your gas, they would wash your windows, they would, check the tires sometimes. I mean, it just depended on how full service the actual gas station was. But you didn't even have to get out of your car. You would pull up and they would pay an employee to do all this stuff for you. Now, we went to a few of them. Like I said, I grew up in a smaller area, so some of our gas stations didn't have that when I was little. But when we went to the bigger towns, they definitely had them. And it was really nice in the winter and stuff like that, where you didn't have to leave your car, you didn't have to pull your kids out of the car, like the parents did anyway back then. I mean, they just left us there. Let's get real. They're just like, I'm going inside. Which, do not do that. Okay, that's illegal now. Yeah, back then they just left us in the car. They're like, we're gonna go in here, y'all just sit, we'll be back. Nowadays, you can't do that. But the full service gas stations kind of veered that where that didn't have to happen. You didn't have to get out and inhale fumes. You didn't have to worry about your windshields. They did it all for you. You handed them the payment. They would either make change, take off and make change at the cash register, bring you back your change and your receipt. They would give away things like mugs and cups and stickers and dolls. I mean, they always had a giveaway going on. Constantly. We used to have stuff in our cabinets that were like mugs from different gas stations when they held promotions. We also had like little dolls that were like limited time things, or the things that are only at that gas station, that they came in sets, kind of like your McDonald's cups back in the day. When you filled up your tank, you got a free whatever. And these full service gas stations went out when, I think a lot of them didn't want to hire extra employees. They wanted to cut down on labor costs. It really helped the elderly and the people that were, handicapped and stuff, or people with very small children that might be by themselves, so they didn't have to drag them in and out of the weather. But it was a good idea, but with everything shrinking and, everybody wanting to make more money, less employees, less, people in general they have to pay, those went out in the old days. I do miss them though. Anyway, guys, throw your comments below if you remember them. If you have any stories about them, I'd love to hear them. And make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're sharing, and make sure you're liking these videos. We can really get them pushed out there. I will see you in the next video. Thank each and every one of you for being here. Bye.